Wish TV is your home for high school football, and this Friday, the Ben Davis Giants take on the Pike Red Devils in our game of the week. Greg Rakestraw from ISC Sports Network is here to break down the game. Good morning, as always. Thanks for being here.
Of course. Good morning.
So, both of these teams have a little bit of work to do this season.
Yeah, 0-2, but they both played really good competition. You know, and Ben Davis is the second largest school in the state, given their football pedigree. A couple of years removed from being a state champion. That's not a surprise. Their losses have come to Cathedral, 8-0, and then beaten by a pretty good Avon team last week as well. Ben Davis is playing a freshman quarterback.
Okay.
So they kind of knew this was going to be a little bit of a year of transition. And again, they had this remarkable senior class that came through a couple of years ago. As far as Pike is concerned, Pike is a program under Mike Brevard that really has been kind of trending in the right direction. And again, I don't think all is lost for the Red Devils here either. Zionsville beat them in week number 1. And then they played Crown Point, who played Ben Davis in the state championship game 2 years ago. Both of their games have been kind of like 3-score games. They've not been blown out, but their offense has struggled. They have scored just 7 points in the first 2 weeks. Hanna, this is a rivalry game.
Yes.
So my thought is that it's going to be competitive, and we'll see the best from each of these two teams.
Do you think one gets more of a home advantage, or because they're kind of all on that side of the city, it doesn't really matter?
Yeah, the great thing about Ben Davis is that the home stands are just as big as the away stands. And so, and given that it's a West Side rivalry, I think everybody's going to be ready to go in this one.
All right, we'll be watching. Someone's going to win after this game.
Correct.
What other big games are you watching across the state?
All right, so Chittard-Roncalli has a huge game locally in terms of 4A. Those two teams are in the same sectional, and really, remember the favorite, might be coming out of there in that sectional. I think will be determined by who wins that game. That game is at Chittard. Interesting game in terms of a powerhouse from a different division coming to Indianapolis to play a game. East Central, recent 4A champs, they're now playing in the 5A division. They're the largest school by far in their corner of the state, next to Cincinnati. They are coming to Lawrence North to play this game. And so LN, who beat LC in a close one in week 1, got beat by Fishers in a close one last week. It's going to be a tough test for East Central. Other thing you start to notice, and this is the case for Pike and Ben Davis as well, for a lot of schools, conference play begins tomorrow night. And that is the case in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference. We've already mentioned Avon with a couple of impressive wins. They get Hamilton Southeastern that's had a couple of wins to start their season as well. So in terms of the HCC schools, that's probably the conference game that's on my radar.
So kind of week 3 is where we're really starting to see where this season is going.
Correct. And so a lot of teams can kind of hit the reset button. In other words, you might play teams that are a bit above your schedule, so to speak, or a bit below in terms of non-conference play. But if you play in an 8-team league, which is what a lot of leagues are designed to be, conference play starts tomorrow night. And that really gives you an indication as to what your season is going to be about. All
right. Thank you so much. So, of course, Game of the Week, Pike Ben Davis. You can catch it on My Indy TV 23. And then that kicks off at 7 o'clock. Also watch The Zone after we cover all those games.